Yo, what up, chat? This is YoBoyClassy. Today we're gonna be talking about players' contracts. There are a lot of mistakes football manager players make when it comes to contract. You're either giving too much or you're failing to give them what they want. There's ways you can do this in order to save millions of dollars. I have a save currently with Wolfsburg. I managed Elche last season and we were supposed to be relegated. And I think I finished number 9, which is actually pretty good. Wolfsburg, when I took over Wolfsburg at the end of the season, I think they finished 16th or something like that, or 15th. I think they finished, so it was pretty low. So my job is to make them a superpower. Now, I have already bought a bunch of young players. I'm trying to make this team a German team, a full-on German team, but that's not the concept of the video. The concept of the video is basically like contracts, okay? So if we're looking at this guy, for example, I'm trying to sell him, but let's just say I do want him to be my player. Let's see if we can enter contract negotiation. He doesn't want to because I'm trying to sell him. Okay, let's just go to a random like 19-year-old, like under 19, for example. Let's just like this random guy. Okay, just somebody that would want to like sign in contracts, enter contract negotiation. Now, here's where it gets tricky. When you are on this screen, most of the time there are players who will tell you what they want and they're not gonna back down off of it. If you have a player who wants to be a star player, even if you don't think that he deserves to be a star player, he believes that if he joins your team, he should be a star player. No matter what you think, what you believe in, he thinks he should be a star player. So if you tell him like, okay, I'm gonna put you important players, he's gonna be like, well, here's what I think. I fucking hate it because I think I should be a star player. So here's what you can do. Sometimes what you can do is like say, okay, where you gonna start as a regular starter, and then next year I'm gonna make you an important player, and then the next year I'm gonna make you a star player. You're gonna become an important player if basically you score more goals, or you have average training rating. Like to do that. But let's just say we're gonna keep it like future star, right? Future prospect. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. I'm not gonna offer you anything, you're a young player. So we're gonna go ahead and suggest promises. Still way apart. My only issue is the lack of playing time pathway offered. Okay, so this is a good practice. You're gonna become a breakthrough prospect, and then in the next year you're gonna become a squad player. For example, I don't really want to sign him, but okay. If let's just say he had a good potential and he was a good player that I do for sure that I'm going to make him a squad player, I would promise this. If you're not sure that you're going to give these players this actual playing time, don't promise that because at some point he will tell you, I'm not happy. You promised me to have a good playing time. And if he's a player that is favorable in the squad, if everybody likes him, you can go and talk shit to the players and the whole dressing room can go against you. So do not promise what you cannot keep. Finalized promises, he's happy. This is where it gets tricky. This is what I do. Every single time I see a request like this, I go like this and I say remove and exclude. And it's going to remove both this and that. Salary after reaching club league games. Basically saying if I play 10 games for you, I want to get a $200,000 wage increase. And as soon as I get to 20 game, I want to have another 300,000. So I basically want to have $500,000 wage increase just for playing 20 games for your team. Motherfucker, who are you? Like this specific player right now, who are you? Like you're what the fuck? So what I do usually is I go remove and exclude. But you need to be careful. If this is a good player who's a known player or he's worth a lot of money or they usually ask for a lot of money or his reputation in the world is pretty high, as soon as you do that, even if he was okay to take a little bit less pay, he would tell you, okay, well now I want more money. So as soon as you remove this and you offer like 329, it's gonna bump it up to like 450 or 500, right? Which you don't want to do. So there are a couple of things you can do this in order to convince him to stay. If this guy was an older player, right, you can offer him an agent fee and give them more money, right, to pursue the agent. Because basically, once you give the agent more money, the agent can be like, okay, well, look, I really think you should reconsider. This is a good deal. Basically, the agent's gonna lie because the agent wants the signing fee, the money, right? Another thing you can do is the loyalty bonus. Now, this is where it gets tricky. He wants me to give him 500,000 um, like basically $500,000 wage increase after 20 games. Instead of doing this, I can actually go over here and say, actually, I'm going to give you like $100,000 loyalty signing fee. You basically got 50,000 more than you needed. right? But I'm gonna remove this as part of the deal. Now, what you can also do is if you know for sure this is a player you want for a longer, you can offer him to be signing for like 5 years or so. This guy is 17, so the rules and regulations say that you can only offer 3 years. Okay. Now, in terms of the appearance fee, most of the time I found that even if they were not okay with the low salary that I'm giving them, as soon as you give them more appearance fee, they're happy. So I remove that and I give them $50,000 more. Let's see what he says. If he accepts this, it's a good deal. Because even if I give him 10% salary increase, what am I going to do? Like giving him like 32,000 like every year. It's better than 500,000 after 20 games, right? He's gonna ask for more, but look. Oh, he was okay with that. There you go. But I'm not actually gonna offer him a deal because I don't want to buy him. But let's just say um, let's look for like a young player. All right, for example, let's look for recruitment. Not a young player. Let's look for someone who's like free, right? Free agent, someone that we don't have to wait until we actually offer something. Let's just go like clear this real quick, and then expired, apply, world reputation, Wilfried Zaha. What the fuck? Oh hell no. Sofiane Boufal, Kostic. There's so many good players. What the? Okay. I'm not because I would go the entire list if I was by myself right now. Wilfried Zaha. Okay, we all know he's a good player. Usually he wants a lot of money. Let's see what he wants. Approach to sign. My client is willing to enter into contract negotiations, although there is interest in his services from elsewhere. Your club is his preferred position, but we do suggest you consider offering further incentives to ensure your offer remains the most appealing. I will never promise you that I'm going to keep you in your position. I'm a psychopath. Basically, what I like to do is to play players in positions that they're not comfortable sometimes because the squad needs it, because the situation needs it, because this specific game needs it. I like versatile players. So if I don't play you as inside forward after a few times, you're going to say, I'm not happy that you promised to play me as an inside forward, but now you can't keep your promise, so remove and exclude. And if you give me any issues, whatever. I'm gonna offer you a regular starter. I'm not gonna give you any more. Like I don't think you should be playing more than a regular starter because you're 33 years old. I'm not actually gonna buy him, but this is just to show you how it looks when like an actual well-known player, right? Finalize promises, negotiate contract. This is what he wants. He wants $2.3 million. Who are you? You are 33 years old. You just got released from your club. You have zero clubs and like you're not playing right now. The contract length is like 10 months because why? Are you going to retire soon? I don't know. This is weird. So, but I'm going to take a chance with you and only going to offer you 10 months because I want you for like the remainder of the season. You're going to help me, whatever. But if this was a player who was like 20 something years old, I would offer like 3, 4, 5 years, right? I'm not going to pay you $2.3 million. Never. This is what I want to offer you. 1.1. Basically, I'm offering you $1.2 million less than you actually would have wanted. But I'm gonna tell you, okay, watch. I'm gonna give you $10,000 every time you score a goal. I don't give a fuck. If you score like 30 goals in a season, you're gonna get $30,000. Go ahead, bro. Like, go ahead. As long as I get 30,000, like as long as I get 30 goals from you, I don't give a fuck. Like, I do this as well for like the shout out bonus for the goalkeepers. If every time I give you $10,000, you're gonna keep a clean sheet, bro, do it. I'm willing to spend $40,000 so you would keep like 40 clean sheets a season. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't mind doing this. Also, this is also one of the reasons why you guys are losing money. Unused substitute fee. Why would you want to give him money for putting him on the bench? Basically, this is what this means. It's like if I put you on the bench, but I'm actually not playing you, then I have to give you money because I called you for work, but I'm not actually putting you to work. So, but I don't believe in this. I think it's stupid. If you score like 10 goals, you're gonna get 165, and then if you score 15 goals, you're gonna get 41,000. It's fine. 1 year contract extraction. I'm happy with that. Let's just say I'm happy with you, and you played really well. I'm gonna give you 15 more games to prove yourself, and if you did a good job, I'm gonna extend you. Why not? I know he's gonna say no. He's gonna be unhappy. He's gonna want at least 2 point something million like he wanted initially, but I'm gonna suggest terms. It dropped it from 2.3 to 2.1. So now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to offer the same thing again because he's going to start getting mad. So I'm going to offer you 1.3, which I'm okay with. I'm also going to offer you this $200,000 right here. I'm also gonna give your agent about what 30,000, and I'm gonna offer you 11,000 appearance fee. So and he was okay with it. We basically dropped $1 million in wages, and all we did was give him $2,000 on the appearance fee, removed $2,200 on the unused substitute. We gave the agent $6,000, and we gave him $200,000. So if you have 2,000 plus 6, that's 2006, and then so basically $208,000 that we gave him, but we took away $1.3 million. So like realistically, we saved about $900,000 on this player. So don't always cave into what they want. There is always ways to improve, and there's always ways to do those things. Also add clause. If what I like to do, if it's a winger and not a striker, I like to do combined. Basically, I'm gonna give you instead of this and that, I'm saying if you get to 20 goals and assists combined, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, which is too much, by the way. I'm gonna give you $225,000, right? Basically, you're gonna promise to contribute me 20 goals and assists because you're a winger, not just a striker. So I'm willing to do that, right? But this is what you can do, and don't always cave in to these things. There's so many things you can do. If you know for sure that you're gonna keep a player, like let's just say you signed a 19-year-old wonder kid, you know for sure that this kid is gonna stay with you at least 10 years. Slap this shit on. Sell on fee percentage. What does that mean? Basically saying if I sell you, I'm gonna give you 25% of how much I sold you, right? If I sell you for $50 million, I'm gonna give you 25% off of it. Classy, why would you want to do that? You're losing money. Yeah, but if he's playing with me for 10 years and I'm selling him when he's like 10 years older, like 31 or like 29, when he at the end of your career after you scored like 400 goals for my team, bro, I'll give you 25% of however much I sold you, even 50 if I want to, because this thing can reduce the salary for the entire time he's playing for you. So this is one of the most important things. And then what else you can do? Add bonuses, right? Award bonuses, saying if you're gonna win the best player in the world, I'm gonna give you this, or if we win the league, I'm gonna give you that. So a lot of good things you can do. If you guys want me to cover some other stuff, some other topics, I'm thinking maybe like making videos about training. A lot of people, they have a tactic, right? And then, which by the way, I can show you my tactic. A lot of people, what they do is they create a tactic and then they either leave the training to whatever is set up, or they don't actually set up the training based on their team. So if you want me to make a video about it, I will make a video about it. I'm also going to make a video on how to hire the best staff, for example, staff database and stuff, to how to understand which staff is better, because those things matter, especially for the youth development. I'm one of the best youth development football manager content creator in the world, I believe. So this is without ego. This is like straight up fact. So this is what I believe in. This is what I've been doing. I have a lot of topics already covered, so make sure you check the playlist. And I've been your boy Classy. So thank you all for coming in, and I will see you next time.